All right, Scott. So here's the deal. I just shared you in on this document. And so, like the other day or yesterday, we did bench press 135, 135, 125, just through a real simple formula. This should be a logarithmic formula, but I'm going to keep it at 0.03 per rep. We can come up with a coefficient. Mathematically, you can do 0.03 times rep, and you subtract that from 1. So this formula here is going 0.03 and I'm using set number 2 because that's typically the heaviest set we're going to do. When we get into sets of 4, it'll be like maybe set number 3, but we'll see if I want to change that or not. But long story short, this formula here is used to calculate out a 1 rep max. Now that 1 rep max that's calculated is going to be kind of floating a little bit based on a number of different factors, how you're feeling, how you slept, what's going on in your life. But what happens is this: when we go over to week number 2, if we program this out, remember we talked Monday is squat or leg day. We're going to focus on more chest on Wednesday. We're going to focus more on deadlift on Friday. I'm going to keep that consistent. So if we look at this in terms of week number 2 here, in week number 2, we still have bench press and incline fly. We still have squat and leg curls on Monday, and we still have deadlift and lat pull down on Friday. I still have to do a little cleanup in terms of the lines, but I just want you to see the basics of this. So we're doing sets of 8, and because it's sets of 8, we're somewhere in a range of 70% to 75%. So I have 70% for the first set, 75% for the second set, and then 75 for the third, and then I bring it back down to 72 for last set. But here's the thing. This number is based off of week 1. Week 1, R14 is the max column. So R14, those numbers are based off of this. So what will happen is from week 2 for week 3 to week 4, it'll be the same setup. But as you progress and go through your workout, like in week number 2, we already know for bench press, I'm looking for you to do 125, 135, 135, 130. Let's just say, for example, instead of doing 125, 135, 135, 130, you do 130, 140, 140, 135. We know this goes up. We also know if in the context of this workout, if you do more reps with 135, this number will go up as well. And that'll then flow through to week number 3 to week number 4, etc. And I'll put together a max sheet that'll have a flow through of week to week to week of all these maxes, and we can kind of track what we're doing. And then the other part of this is I did this in M round to limit it either to like 130 or 135. It can never be 132.5. So I did a round up or a round down on this. And I'll be coding this out for probably the remainder of the weekend, just to kind of go through and give us something to work off of. But what I'll do is I'll have this on my phone, and when we work out, I'll just tap in these numbers. So like the numbers we did the other day, I tried to do these from memory, but I'll have them on my phone and I'll actually type them in as we go. So what I'm looking for on this is, just so you know, based off the numbers you provided me in terms of what your test out was, I'm looking at like 150 for deadlift, 155, 155, lat pull down. This is what I'm looking for leg press, and then also for dumbbell incline shoulder press. So getting back to our concept like we had talked about, it's a little bit of a focus on each day, whether it's a leg day, a chest day, or a deadlift day. Your big 3, as you said. And then we have kind of a smorgasbord thereafter to touch on a number of different things. Now, this does not represent warm up or cool down. This does not represent core work that we'll put in between here. And as this evolves, and I think you already saw this from week 1 to week 2, we have 3 sets here, and over here we have 4 sets for some of our exercises. So the overall volume and what's called total volume load will also go up as we progress through the program. So with that, Scott, I'm going to get back to work doing some coding here, but I just wanted to give you a quick little 5-minute synopsis of my headspace here and what I'm looking to do, and give you a kind of insight to the math that's going on behind the scenes. Feel free to email me or give me a call with questions. Thanks. Bye.